What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Shay McCray Show, and I am super excited for my guest that I have right now. I mean, someone that I have watched since I was a little girl. Just idolized, just wanted to be like. I used to put on fabulous dresses and walk like, no, seriously, like you have no idea. I was like, this is it. We all wanted to be fabulous. Emmy Award winning now, yes, congratulations, actress, writer and director Jasmine Guy. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much.
Good. Yes, you looked at me like I was saying something like no one have ever told you this. That people, they look up to you. Like
I'm picturing a little you in little heels and walking around the house in your little Chanel jacket.
Exactly.
That's so cute.
Just being fabulous. So
love it.
Now let's go back to like that role you have portrayed, or that image. Was that always you? Was that someone did you get it from someone, a family member or a famous actress or someone you idolized that brought that particular role out in you?
Well, the accent was my third grade teacher. I used to imitate her all the time. So when I first read the scene for my audition, I was with my mom, and I did it, and I said, was that funny? She said, well, sitcom kind of funny. I said, Mom, you have to be funny. This was my third time going in to read for them for a role.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, obviously I didn't get the other two parts.
Yeah.
So this time I'm going to go in.
So what are the other roles you
auditioned
for? Hold up.
I auditioned for the Cosby Show as casting people for that show. I auditioned for the role of Jaleesa.
Okay.
And then I went in for it was the Sydney Whitley role. They didn't know what they were going to name her yet.
Okay.
But she was in the sides. She was a Southern belle. I said, what is that? What is a black Southern belle to white Hollywood?
Yes.
To the people that wrote that, because that didn't make sense to me.
Okay.
I didn't really know girls like that until after I had done it for a couple of years, and then I went on vacation to the Vineyard.
Okay.
And that's when I saw some real Whitleys.
Okay, and you was like,
up until then, I was like,
so
I
you
thought
hadn't
I
even seen it until after playing the role.
Yeah, I thought I had made a lot of that up. Her walk and
No, you did not. But you did.
I did.
You made it you.
It wasn't like there wasn't a particular person. Sometimes I will find a person and they're my model for that role. Like I played a dance hall queen.
Yeah.
And my makeup artist was really Jamaican. I was shooting in Kingston. And I was like, you act more like Blossom than I do. So I just started studying her, the way she walked, the way she carried herself, and when she, pulled on her teeth and clicked every day. I was like, so I did study people before, but I hadn't.
How about for the role in Harlem Nights?
Harlem Nights, I did go to New Orleans because I didn't know a lot about that Creole culture, and people always thought I came from New Orleans. Yeah. Because there's so many light-skinned people there, I guess. Yeah. So I just wanted to go down, eat the food, listen to the way they talk. Their accent wasn't as defined as I thought it would be. Yeah. Because there's Creole and there's Cajun. Anyway, so I did do some research for that, and with the Whitley role, I just really started to work on making her dimensional, because I thought I could be funny like this all the time, but she's not going to have any longevity. Yeah. You're going to predict how she's going to say Dwayne. Yeah. Say her, be mean to Denise and slam the door and leave the pit.
Can we get a Dwayne?
You do it. Let me hear yours.
Look, you want to hear mine?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I can do it like you.
Go ahead.
Dwayne.
Yes. It's a lot higher than my Dwayne, but that's it. It has a whininess in it.
It's a whiny.
Dwayne. Yes.
I love that. How was it working with Bill Cosby?
Well, I didn't work. He filmed in New York.
Okay.
His show filmed in New York, and we filmed in LA.
Okay.
So the only time I worked with him was when we did the AIDS show.
Okay.
And the NBC did not want to do it, and he had to fly out and kind of
Make them do it.
Put them in their place. That it was an
Yeah.
important show to do, and they
Yeah.
had all these rules of how to do it. They didn't want a male person getting AIDS, and they needed stars, so we had Tisha Campbell on there and Whoopi Goldberg, and then we couldn't show a condom and say the word condom at the same time.
Wow.
Like I could go, you know what I have in my purse, but I couldn't say, do you want to use this, and hold the condom while we were, we were a family show at 8:30 slot, and they usually have certain, you know, they just went a little hard on that AIDS show, and it came out a great, meaningful show.
Yeah.
But when we think about all the little things we couldn't do and could do, and Debbie was determined to do this because it was affecting us at that time in real time. We were losing a lot of people that we knew. You know, most of the dancers that I did the Wiz with, a lot of dancers that I danced with at Alvin Ailey did get sick and pass. So it was important for me and Debbie and people from the theater community to do that AIDS show too.
Yeah. Okay. Well, can you share some of your memorable experiences from the time on A Different World?
Well, we had so many memorable people on the show, and we were so excited. Like one day I was like, we got Superfly and Chef on our show today. They were in the same episode. Richard Roundtree was playing Kimberly Reese's father, and Ron O'Neal was playing mine. And excitement to have Lena Horne on the set. But whenever our moms came, we loved having Diane Carroll and Patty. And Patty really cooked for everybody on the whole, a big old thing of mac and cheese for everybody, and some chicken, and brought it. I said, when did you make this?
Like,
we didn't leave here until 10 o'clock last night.
Wow.
And so much love and a lot of laughing.
Are you still close with any of the cast members from A Different World?
Oh yeah, I see them a lot. We do a lot of appearances. We go to a lot of HBCUs and schools.
You just did, you was in Dallas recently, last year. I saw that,
Yeah, we were in Dallas. We were in, we went 5 places this year during the strike. Because that was the other thing, we couldn't act. So we could do appearances as ourselves, but we couldn't obviously
talk about
because
the film,
and that's powerful because so many young people watch the show now that they can watch it back to back. You know.
How did the strike affect you? You know, I mean, it affected so many people from they couldn't even talk about the film, couldn't produce the film, and let alone, let's talk about the actors. You know, they suffered the most. No work, you know.
No work, and the work that I had planned all got pushed back. And so now I'm waiting to see what survived, you know, because 6 months is a long time for, you know, investors to wait to go into production. You know, do we still have our investors? Do we still have our funding?
Is the storyline still there?
One was a dance movie, and I was going to play a dance teacher. And the other was a series, and I was set to direct it. So I'm really hoping those 2 projects come back. Oh, and the show I'm doing now is Harlem, and so we're going to start filming for the 3rd season, I think in March. Okay,
well that's a blessing.
Yeah.
Now with so many great projects you have worked on that you've named yourself, including School Days, let's not forget that. First nomination, Emmy nomination, you actually won. Like, how does that feel? Like,
oh, I was elated. I was surprised at how excited I was. You know,
no. Let me even take that back. You won it off a short film, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
in a small independent black film company too.
Yes.
And I did that project a couple of years ago. I know we did it before COVID.
A couple years ago?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because remember, we had COVID too.
Yes, that was another thing that put
2 years.
Yes, and then the strike. Yes.
The minute we got our head up above water, it was like, no, go back down.
Go back down.
The Chronicles of Jessica Wu is a 15-minute episodes, and it's on Tubi. And they have 3 or 4 seasons already. It's a sci-fi with strong female characters, and they're like superheroes, and one of them has autism. And the proceeds from the movie are going to the Future Autism Foundation that the producers have started because their daughter has autism.
Oh.
So there was a lot, you know, with doing it, and also I have done a lot of small independent projects that are good and will stretch me as an actor, but I know that these smaller productions need a name.
Yes,
you know,
and
even if I only have maybe one scene in it, because they need to get distribution now, and they get, you know, they're not done once you finish filming. You have a whole nother leg to pay for. You know, so that one I got nominated for Emmy. This other movie I did is called My Nephew Emmett. It was a short film. We filmed in Mississippi, and it was about the night they took Emmett Till from his uncle and aunt's home, and that got nominated for an Oscar. And I'm telling you, when these directors called me, I thought they were messing with me.
Wow.
Guess what, Jazz? Got nominated for an Oscar. I was like, okay. That was good. That was a good one.
Wow.
But they really did. It's like you know, these little the engine that could. The mighty. But when I got the award and actually started thanking people, realizing, thank God I did it like bullet points, because I could have rambled. And I told my sister, don't you let them start that music on me.
Yeah.
You know, when they bring up that Sandman music and they're like, oh, so I didn't want to end like that, but I did it, and I got very full thinking of all the investment that had been put into me and been poured into me, and my teachers, the schools I went to. I felt like that Emmy was for a different world and Atlanta. Like the places that raised me.
Yeah, and you raised us. Look,
I raised you while you were home in your mama's shoes.
So let me ask you, in your experience, right, how has the landscape for women in the entertainment industry evolved over the years?
Well, certainly we see more writers and directors and creators and showrunners. And that I love, you know, I love being able to watch Issa Rae and Lena Waithe and Regina King and all Sally Richardson, and there's just so much more to watch, you know, with Queen Sugar, and they only hire female directors on Queen Sugar, you know. So that's been exciting.
It's been exciting
to see women on that side of the camera as well, and the power in that. You know, Tracy Oliver wrote Harlem, and she's another one that, you know, is a great showrunner. She did Girls Trip, and I think she did First Wives Club. And now Harlem. So it's an exciting time.
Now, we all know that Taraji was in the media for speaking about how the women's pay is less on set on certain film, and she also retracted a statement because she wanted The Color Purple to get more, you know, exposure. She felt like she took away from the film. What are your thoughts about what her opinion were about the pay for the female actresses in the industry?
Well, I've only heard it through other people, so I'm not gonna comment because I don't know exactly what she said.
Well, do you feel like the pay is equal to those of a male actress, or?
I think that a female and being black, I don't know that we are always getting paid as our white male counterparts or our white female counterparts. But I can't say, you know, how much and all that. I just don't have that kind of information. And things have changed so much. I mean, I don't even know, you know, on Taraji's level where she's doing so many movies, and that world is, you know, not my realm where I know on that level how much people are making or should be making. This movie that was out a couple of years ago with Michelle Williams and Mark Wahlberg, she was the star of the movie. It was about John Paul Getty's grandson being kidnapped. And he was the richest man in the world at the time and wouldn't pay the ransom on his grandson. This is a true story. But in the movie, they said Michelle Williams got paid less than Mark Wahlberg. Now, she was the star. He was also a lead actor in the movie, but he was paid almost twice what she got, and they had the same agent.
Wow.
And it's not like, you know, she had a name too.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. So I'm sure you have to stay on it.
Yeah.
And not
it could be a bit different fight too. Not right now you guys are fighting for, you know, just to be paid right and taken care of. And now here it is, another fight for equality within the industry. You know, that could that could be a whole nother, you know, hold up on a lot of things and some work and so forth. So,
well, Taraji is a wonderful talent, you know, so that she wants to use her creative power and energy to speak up for those that can't or won't.
Yeah.
I think
are you
it's
one
very,
you feel like you would speak up, or but you just don't know the difference? Are you one that would speak up if you was placed in
that was happening to me?
Yeah.
Oh, I have in my life. I mean, just not right now. I mean, I did it a lot in the 80s and 90s, and I didn't do it publicly, but I had to.
Okay. And with social media,
I had to put my foot down a few times and say, how is that fair? And, you know, look at our numbers.
Did it work out for you?
Yeah.
It did, okay.
But, you know, it can be a fight.
It can be a fight.
You might have to say, well, I'm not coming in until we can rectify this.
Yeah. Did you fear of being released from the film or the job if you spoke up?
You know, the way you do it and how you do it, the timing of it is very important. But I always know to speak up when I'm prepared to.
Yeah.
If I have to leave.
Okay. Yeah, you give me
because
if
you're going to say things to your boss, and they still say, "Sorry, that's the way it is."
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
So I need to be prepared
for the next step. For the
depending
rejection
on how much
or
I believe
exception.
in what I'm saying.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, and I also don't do it a lot. I'm not a crabber. You know, so when I speak, I want it to be heard and understood, and I want it to be in a situation where I have my voice, my own voice.
Yeah.
And I also wouldn't want to do something to endanger or to threaten the employment of anybody else.
Exactly, because they would
beat my ass
blacklist you.
In the parking lot.
They like, hold on, we're not working
you
with
outside, Miss Thing.
So with that being said, how do you approach preparing for a certain role or a character?
I usually read, after reading the script several times, I'll read any other literature that may be good for me historically, or I watch documentaries. I did a lot of research with my nephew Emmett, and that was difficult because I knew it's such a painful story.
Yeah, it was.
And I said, I didn't want to do it because I just thought it was just going to be so painful. And it was. Yeah. It was in the dark. It was in Mississippi. We were down the street from where he was taken and tortured and thrown in the river there. I try to support.
How did you get through that moment though? Even the filming process of being so close knitted to the situation.
Yeah, we were in these old. I guess they were farmers' units at one time. There were only 4 shacks left, and we were really filming in there and staying there. And it was so dark. I just remember it being dark and being outside and you can feel the spirits.
Yeah.
You can feel like, I remember having that feeling when I did Queen, and it was my first time on a real plantation. Not that I would ever, you know, people go and look at them because they're big, beautiful properties, but I could feel the ghost that way too. And I just, you know, try to stay quiet and try to let God work through me when it's those important kind of roles. Make sure the work resonates and I honor the people that I'm playing, especially if I'm playing somebody who actually existed before.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for that insight because we needed that. Actually, this brings us to our question of the day. We're going to have a little fun, get a little personal, all right? I have a couple questions in this box, but you're going to pick your own question.
Okay.
All right? So you're going to just reach your hand in here, pick a question out. I don't know what's in there. I didn't write the questions out.
This is so cool. It's like a fishbowl.
Yep. So we're just going to get a little personal.
I don't have my reading glasses on. If you were
I got you.
Okay,
I got
you.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, that's a good Mrs. Guy. If you were a flavor, what would you taste like?
Who wrote that?
I don't know.
Oh my God. Peaches and cream.
Peaches. I love it. Now, why peaches and cream? What, I ain't going to ask you about the cream.
Because every other flavor I was thinking of was a nasty thing. That's why I said peaches and cream. Everything in my mind was coming out lewd and lascivious.
Well, we want to hear. What was the first thing that came to mind?
I was thinking of Haagen-Dazs. I do love Haagen-Dazs. So
okay.
I was thinking of, I love their coffee ice cream.
Okay.
I really like the bars.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
And then then other stuff came to my mind that came out with peaches and cream.
I love peaches and cream. We're going to keep it right there. I love it.
I'm glad you read it because I said I thought it read if you were a flower.
If you're
which
a flower?
one would you be in it? I didn't get that.
I want to know what you taste like. We want to know what you would like to taste like. And we got it. Peaches and cream. I like it. I love it. I'm pretty sure they like it too.
What's your flavor?
What's my flavor? I have a strawberry right here. So
okay.
Someone never asked me mine, but
okay.
But probably strawberry.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
All right. Before we get up out of here, could you tell us about any other projects up and coming projects that you have coming out?
Other than Harlem, I'm also doing a third Christmas movie.
Okay.
The first one was a Wesley Christmas.
Yes.
The second, a Wesley Christmas wedding.
Yep.
And the third one, which we're filming this summer, is a destination Christmas.
Oh, nice.
So we were all, me, T.C. Carson, and Dorian were trying to pick which country we wanted to go to.
Okay.
So T.C. first, I think he said Jamaica.
Uh-huh.
And
that would be interesting.
I said South Africa. Dorian wanted to go to Dubai.
Oh, you got to go to
Dubai.
It's rich. Let me tell you something.
I know. That's why I want to.
That's that.
First of all, you know that Dubai is a Muslim country and we're doing a Christmas movie. I want to go somewhere where we can hang with the people.
Okay, I got you.
I want to see the giraffes.
You don't want no restrictions. That's what you want.
Yes, and I want to, worry about my arms showing.
Maybe London.
Okay, but you've been, I see.
Have
you?
You know, I have.
Okay. I saw you. Yeah. I'm sure it's fun to visit, but we're going to be there for a month.
Okay, maybe London. It's too cold.
London would be good.
London would be beautiful to do a destination.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I hope they pick somewhere where I want to go.
Okay. All right.
I think I shot Dubai down because I just was like, what am I going to do there while y'all are hanging out? What are me and the girls going to do?
Listen, I hung out. I had a great time.
But is it true that you have to be escorted by a man?
No, ma'am.
Oh, okay.
No,
Maybe I'm confusing my...
So you haven't been?
No, I've never been.
Oh my goodness, let me say it was the best time of my life. I left with probably 3 boyfriends. It was the best time of my life.
I love it.
It was the most favorite place I've ever been.
Really?
I want to go back, yes.
Okay, so I may be wrong.
You might want to relook at that. I'm telling you, it's, as we would say, lit.
See, I had just seen Bryant Gumbel's Real Sports, and they did a piece on Dubai, and some big up was mistreating his wives.
Oh, okay.
And so that
when you
left a vet, I was like, I don't know about that.
So that's when you go into the
nervous.
Community. When you're in the more of the, you say you want to mingle with the other people. That's different. When you're in more the touristy area, it's very touristy, but in the mall, I think the most they had me do is cover up. I had to cover when I walked in the mall or something like that.
Well, I'm sure you didn't have that on the strawberry.
I had some similar. Listen, I enjoyed myself. Listen, I enjoyed it. You gotta visit.
The food is awesome.
The food
they have
was
the restaurants of life.
Amazing.
There. All those chefs are always on TV.
The biggest mall is there. Everything. Oh. Yeah, a lot of shopping.
And the man-made beaches.
Yep, is there. We did that too. Yep, I'll show you a video when we go out there. I was in a Ferrari on the water like this with some guy I just met. We gotta get up out of here.
That sounds like a good movie right there.
All right, Miss Peaches and Cream, we gotta get up out of here. I thank you so much for joining me. Again, you are someone that I look up to. For many years, watched as a growing up as a kid. I remember me and my sister used to beg my grandmother, "It's Thursday night, can we stay up and watch, a Cosby Show in a different world coming on?" So
you were young if you were in bed by 8 o'clock.
Yes,
stay up till 8:30 tonight. I love it.
We had to beg for that, so we definitely watch you, and it's a pleasure to have you here today.
Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you guys for tuning in.